Welcome back to another episode of Recess, guys. We got the bros, as always. We got Darian, Dejuan, Ryan, Blake.
First introduction, huh?
Boy John.
Wasn't ready.
Hey. Let's come right into it, man. It's episode 2. Blake.
Wait,
You
what?
want to go first?
This episode 2?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to go first, bro. To be honest.
I'll go first. So anyway, brethren. So I was on IG and I was scrolling. I saw a really good question. It was the red pill and the blue pill. So the blue pill takes you back to you're 10 years old and you know everything that you know right now. And the red pill pushes you 10 years forward, but you have $20 million in your bank account. Which one y'all choosing?
Red.
And why?
You ain't got nothing to do but establish yourself after that. I mean,
You're just going 10 years further right now.
But
that's 38.
I know, 38 don't sound that bad.
38. I mean, that's
With millions.
man. You can invest in a lot, man. People will take you more seriously when you get older. So at the same time, if you start, putting that money towards investments and other things, I think that'll be a better outcome than versus going back to when I'm 10 and I ain't got no direction. But I mean, at the same time,
But you're 10, but you know everything you know right now.
yeah, I say
that's not
right now.
But that's
So you remember how we talked about?
I would know more being older with the money that's coming in.
You just got fast forwarded. You didn't get more knowledge. You just
It
went
doesn't.
straight
No,
to-
but that's at the same time. Okay, that's just like when people start out with a business. If it hit, but at the same time, when you get more, you start to develop more knowledge towards the higher goal, which is make more than the next man. I mean, I'm pretty sure Bill Gates and what's my man name from Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, starting out.
you would know that.
What direction did they have? I mean, when they grew and got more money, that led to more packages getting sent out, more of a what I'm looking for. I don't know, man. It just widened his networking. I mean, now they got cars running off electricity and whatnot. All I'm saying is, man, he did more for what he had when he grew his business. That's why I look at it as far
John,
as.
what about you, John?
I'm going blue. This blue pill was like you go back 10 years, right?
Blue pills, you go back to 10 years old with everything you know right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. 100%.
Why?
Because I feel like I said, with me knowing what I know now, especially as far as like a business standpoint, I would have done I would have done things differently. Like I would have, just like, because I mean, back then I would have started like YouTube, and I would have started YouTube back then, because there's a lot of people who started like at that time, and now they're like, I mean, like multi-millionaires, but it's like way more than 20 mil. I know this one dude I follow, he's giving away $20 million. Like, but he started like 15 years ago. He started on YouTube, started doing videos and stuff like that. As he got older, like things started to pick up as they went. So yeah, I would definitely go back to 10, because I feel like I'll be able to generate way more than 20 mil.
Okay.
Blake?
I'm taking the red, because I'm going to be 38, man. I'm still prime. And I'm going to take that, and I'm going to flip that, and I'm going to keep going.
What are you, a lawnmower? I'm still prime.
I'm just saying, like, 10 years, like, it'd be different if I was older, but, like, right now, no, I'm not going back to being 10 so I can start this over. Nah, bro. I'm fast forwarding, and then I'm just going to go on ahead and try to make the best of what I can with that money. I'm not going to go back and, no, bro, it's not.
All right, that's cool, bro. Ryan, what you think? What you doing?
I'm going to take the blue pill. I'm going to follow John's lead.
Why?
Well, just knowing what I know now, like I could generate more than $20 million.
You gonna repeat it verbatim, okay?
Yeah, like I would invest in Amazon stock. I would invest in Tesla, Google. I would and I would also try to like learn like applications, like learn how to code with like applications and stuff like that. Creating applications.
Okay.
Because yeah, you can basically be a Silicon Valley captain out there, so it'd be more than 20 million, and plus you get to live a little bit longer.
All right, Preston.
38 years old.
Yeah, I'll take the blue pill. I'll go back. Like you said, with the knowledge I know now, I'll never work in my life. Like, I have so much businesses going around, and my money will make money. So I can be 20 and not even work. It's like, well, y'all 10 years, y'all still working. Y'all still trying to find something with that, do something with that money. I'm living my life at age 20, young. So yeah, my money will make money.
Yeah,
But it's just not about the
blue pill as well, though. A lot of things I want to relive twice, and a lot of things I wish I could have done differently, knowing what I know now. So I'm rocking with the blue pill.
But just out of curiosity, who's to say it's a better path going back those 10 years? Me personally, I think this question is for the rich, because if you say you go back in 10 years and had the knowledge that you know now, if you had that same knowledge, then you would be that what you are. I mean, you would generate or know the direction that you want to go in with that now, versus saying you want to go back 10 years and take that 10 from that you know now and take that back then. That to me, that's just, it doesn't register in my mind saying, okay, if I invested in Amazon, invested in such and such, that's not guaranteed you're going to get that though. So why?
No. If you know how Amazon's doing now, and then you go back to your 10 years old, you know you're gonna get that regardless.
But
what's that saying? Like, if you can show somebody how to fish, about the fish. Like, if you show them how to fish,
teach a man how to fish. But go ahead.
Okay. Look at it. You would have to. Y'all keep on saying that y'all would invest in stock, but you would have to go back and see how much a person who actually done it, how much they made. You can't just say, "Or you'll take." Like I said, if you were trying to take back and do it, you would do that now to head to that direction now, versus take a step 10 years. I don't care about Floyd Mayweather is dumb as a brick, but he still got the money.
If you have the money right now, would you know what to do with it?
Yes, you invest it to the Amazon, like I was saying, because it's worth more than what it was when you was gonna do it. You don't just if you was to have that money, all you're gonna do is just put it in stock, like I said, and it's gonna increase as you go, sitting on top of the 20 million you already got.
I got one question for you, Juan.
What's up?
So it does the course of time, does anything change besides us going back? Does everything play out the same way?
No, nothing changes. Like if you went back to 10, right now at 28, you already know Tesla and Amazon is worth billions, millions and billions of dollars. So you go back to 10, you know these companies are going to take off regardless. So you can go ahead and invest in those companies. You play football and basketball. I don't know how if you had like someone to mentor or coach you for like college and stuff like that, but I didn't. So I didn't know what to do when it came to that. I know now. So I could go back to when I was 10 and pave that path for me. Create a different life, different scenarios, different everything.
But our outcomes would be different. Like,
really, Ryan? I didn't know that.
no, I'm talking about like you're saying, like you go back 10 years. I thought it was gonna be the same. Like we're still the same.
What's the question for it? No.
He's talking about when we had the same friendship. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
not gonna be. We're not gonna be friends.
You know what you know now.
But would you
know everything?
But you're not going to be as tight. I mean, I understand what you're saying. You know, as you know now, but at the same time, if I'm so busy doing such and such, I'm not gonna have time to be having talk.
No, we ain't
like
talking
you
about the
sound-
friendship. Y'all thinking too hard. Y'all thinking too
No,
hard.
but that's
part of the
that's along the
question, though.
lines of going with that. You can't just put a brick on. If you was to talk about you was retired at 20, you're not. You ain't investing in nothing else. So you pretty much limiting yourself right there. Why
How?
not put? You said when you just now said what you said earlier, you was like, y'all be working when y'all doing that. I can retire at 20. That's what you said. So what money you gonna get out of retiring?
I said my money will make money. If y'all don't, the business people, they money make money. So I can say I have a real estate, like a house, right? I already bought the house.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, when you're that 10-year-old kid, but you know what you know, you still have to work until you get there. When you're 38, well, we'll say we're 38, and I got 20 million. You think I'm gonna just sit on the 20 million? No, I'm gonna invest more so I can get more.
Okay, who gonna be richer though? Who gonna be richer?
Me, fool, because I'm sitting on 20 million.
Why you 10?
How?
I started earlier.
Okay, so you can still start earlier. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna be like temptation. Stuff could still happen.
No, you have to wait
That's not
till
the
like.
dude. I have 20 million off. I can invest that 20 million to everything. It doesn't matter. It's gonna still grow.
I see what Darian is saying because
Okay, yeah, but
in 10 we were what year was that? 90? No.
Okay,
that was,
listen, y'all not listening though.
right?
Y'all not listening. Y'all 38. Look, y'all 38 with 20, right?
Yes.
I'm 10 years old. I know what I know now. I can make more than 20 million by 38.
You have to wait on Amazon.
not-
But it's still not for sure. He's saying it's not for sure.
Oh,
I'm not even saying that no more. I have 20 million. 20 million. At the age of 10, you have nothing. You just have what you know. You have nothing. I have 20 million at 38.
yes.
Oh, I can start investing when I have that 20 million already to get more. You have nothing. You have nothing at 10. You have nothing. You're just talking about what you're going to do. You don't even know what direction you're going to go in at 10.
Yes,
you
we
have
do.
nothing.
He said we know now.
You can't say that, Darian, because
He
you
said
already
we know
know
now.
everything right now.
Yeah,
So
y'all missing the point.
You have 20 million. So
tricky.
They
just out of curiosity.
There's a lot of variables.
So stocks ain't worth more than what they used to be.
No, you want to buy low. You want to buy in a
Exactly.
low end.
Yeah, that's the point.
Back then the stocks was so low that you can spend what I
It's
don't
just
know.
like how Bitcoin used to be worth nothing and people
Yes.
made a bunch of money off of it.
And what do you think
Now
it's still doing?
you can't make what?
What it's on the highest bidder. You know that's on the highest bidder. If I have 20 million and I go ahead and invest in Bitcoin right now, I'm not gonna do nothing but go up.
Okay, listen this real quick. All right, he's saying Bitcoins. He's saying you buy Bitcoins for $1, and now people are making as billionaires now.
Dude, I'm not gonna stop because I made the 20 million. I'm not gonna stop.
No one said you was gonna stop, bro. No one said you was gonna stop.
So if I'm already investing with 20 million, how am I gonna decrease?
So let me.
Who said that?
I said I'm gonna make more money than you because I started earlier.
I think that you might just be kind of missing what he is saying. So let me try to help because we ain't getting nowhere. So if I buy Amazon, like let's just say I don't do it at 10, but if I buy Amazon at 15, around about that time, Amazon might have been like $3. Me knowing hold on.
Listen, let him talk.
I would buy 100. Like let's say I bought 100 shares at $3. That's $300. Now I don't know what the Amazon stock is now, but I know it's like a couple hundred per share. So what I'm saying is that by me buying those 100 shares at $3, my money would just generate quicker than yours. I'm not saying that you're losing because you wouldn't be losing money. My money would be generating faster than yours because I bought it at a lower number. That's why I think people trying to say I could be wrong.
No, this is what y'all missing.
It's worth like 3,200 now.
No, this is what y'all missing.
Y'all
are going back to 2010. We're still in 2020. You're just going back to your age of 10. Nothing's gonna change with the stock market and nothing like that. So you're not going to be making anything. You're just taking what you know now and putting yourself at 10. We're not going back to 2010. You're going to 10. Nothing's going to change.
No. He said back in time.
Back until you're 10. You're not. It's not.
No, the age of 10 when you were 10, Darian.
I'm going back to 2002.
2002.
But in 2010, what was you got to look at the stock markets of where it was. Now you can't.
He said 2002.
Huh?
2002. Went back to how old we were at 10 years. Okay, whatever year it was at 10 years old.
So you saying going back to 2002?
Or whatever. If I was 10 at that year, yes.
That was a really good time to buy in.
Even if you're looking at it like that, no, because y'all making it seem like I'm gonna just be sitting on the 20 million I got.
No one said that. No one person said that.
So how do you feel? How do you feel like you're gonna make more?
You don't know where the stock market will go when you're 38.
So
okay, but how many people? How much did the stock market crash this year? With this,
okay, let's get our stock market. Let's get our stock market. I'm just saying.
So what's gonna make your money at?
No, okay, listen. I'm just saying I have way more time. I have way more time in between to make that money though than what I know now.
You're relying on time and hopes that you're going to make it. Ain't no guarantee that you're going to make it. Otherwise, you would make it now,
bro. But you can't say that because nothing has changed, bro. You can't base it off factability, like
yes,
probability. We're talking like I factually know what these companies have done right now. If I go back to 10 years old, 2002, I know that company by the time I get to 2020 is gonna be here. It's not a probability in it. I know for a fact this is gonna happen.
But at 38, you don't know where it's gonna go after that.
What's your guarantee? Okay, when did the stock market crash this whole time? Because that's what seems like y'all gonna put y'all money.
The recession hit.
No, listen, bro.
So since 2000, whenever.
Hey, let's move on,
whenever
bro.
we was 10.
You're missing. You're moving away from the point. The question was, would you take the blue pill and go back to 10 years old, knowing what you know now?
He said,
not staying 2020 and 10, going back to whatever year it was when you were 10 years old, what you know now, or take the red pill and have $20 million in your bank account and you gain 10 years in your life.
Just go. Yeah, just go. Just go.
No, how you not getting that?
I'm getting the red pill.
All right, let's go.
That's fine. You're taking the red pill. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just taking the blue one.
That's stupid.
I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah, why are you
gonna go back to 10?
I mean, there's two. Both of the pills.
I told you why.
Both of the pills have perks, so it's not a lose-lose situation.
No, they don't.
All right, let's go on.
Why don't go back there? I ain't know nothing at 10. That's stupid.
God.
He said I ain't know nothing.
Moving on. What is it? Who's on? Blake, shut the hell up.
Oh, that's the only thing? That's the only thing?
Stupid.
Yeah, that was it. That was y'all was getting argumentative.
Stupid.
Blake.
I'm gonna go back to 10 with analogy.
Here you go.
Didn't even know what about the damn stock.
It's
you didn't know what you know.
They said that you would have the same knowledge you have now.
You didn't know what to buy stocks at 10.
Hey, I got a daughter too. All right, I got a daughter too.
She was backing it up.
Stupid.
At 10, we couldn't do anything at 10 though. We didn't have the money.
Thank you, Ryan, for these observations, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to 10 and take a chance to tear my ACL trying to make basketball team. Stupid.
It's not a chance.
Nobody said
what's gonna happen.
Stupid. That's what chance you have when you go. Stupid.
Like Ryan said,
you have the same chance investing that $20 million.
Stock market crash 12 times.
You have the exact same chance.
Y'all exactly the chance I'm going back to 10.
Exactly, like Ron said, how you know at age 38 the stock market ain't gonna crash? I
already got my 20 million if it does. That's stupid. Why you gonna say that? That's stupid.
I gotta invest 20 million. You gonna invest it all?
Blake, go ahead. Go ahead, Blake.
Investment is an option. It's not a.
I'm listening.
It's not a
changing gears.
Put your money in the money market.
Go ahead, Blake.
Where's the stock market crash? I still got 20 million, dummy.
Go ahead, Blake.
Go on,
okay,
man.
Okay.
Oh, boy, big upset. Boy, big man.
I'm gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna talk a little bit on
little ass dreads.
I'm gonna talk a little bit on relationships. My first
That's why your
question
forehead
is,
sinking in with that do-rag popping out.
oh my God, just
You got a
go for it.
mushroom top.
Go ahead,
No,
Blake.
don't hold the head.
Go ahead, Blake. What you got for us, Blake?
Your forehead
My
quiver.
turn of thought. But I'm gonna go on relationships. My first question is to you all is,
Talk fast.
in a relationship, what is one thing that you need for sure to make the relationship work? Like when you go into it, you need it for sure from your significant other.
I
What
need
is
love and affection.
Okay.
Anybody can answer.
I'm going to say
I need love.
quality time and presence. I think that's big for me in a relationship. It's just spending time together, just being around each other, just presence in general, quality time.
John?
Communication and sex.
You said what?
Communication and sex. Simple as that.
Hey, he's direct.
Hey,
What you doing today? You want to sex?
He's direct.
You want to sex today?
Is there a reason why, John? That's all you need?
We don't got to go there.
No, I mean, but
Mine.
communication is just key in any relationship because
Communication is hard.
reason why just not on relationships, marriages, anything. That's like the top thing. That's one of the top things why they fail. One is finances, and the second is communication. So I mean, if you can't have communication, you can't really have a relationship. And sex is just because I need that.
Fucking perv. All right, Ryan, you can go ahead and say what you got to say.
Well, he ain't going to say communication.
I'll just say acceptance. Just accept me for who I am.
Wow. For real.
That's-
Why? Okay, why? Though?
Genuine.
What do you mean, why?
So, like, why is that the only thing you need? You don't need anything else.
You're able to be comfortable in a relationship. You don't try to be anybody else. We're not try to force things.
That makes sense.
What you're saying is you want to be accepted for who you are, and you don't want to be accustomed to changing to be somebody better or this and another. You just want to be who you are. And that's
I mean, you grow. I mean, but still, you have your own foundation, like who you are, your interests and all that. But as far as like expanding and growing, of course, you want to do that.
John, you lead counsel or something? You always changing everybody answers.
I just be wanting to be having to have clarification because what I thought he did is not what he was thinking.
I feel you.
All right, Preston.
Hey, I'm single, man. I don't know what I need. I'm still working on that.
I think you single by choice.
Nah, it's a lot though. You don't just need one thing. But
He said, "What is the one thing that you need?"
okay, I'm about to answer. I said, but dang, let me get. Hey, brother, man.
Boy, don't listen.
We just need to be on the same page.
Okay.
So
Explain yourself. What same page?
Yeah.
So like,
exactly why he's single.
She probably halfway through the book right now. Preston ain't open.
nah, we need definitely those like you said, communication and trust. Trust. Have a hard time trust. I say trust.
2 S's on it.
Somebody hurt you, Preston?
Did you see that?
Boy, I turned into a CI agent, bro. Like, I got her phone. Look, bro.
What's a CIA agent?
CIA.
Oh,
Criminal
okay.
investigator agent.
And cell phone search.
I ain't never heard anybody break it up like that.
Look, she had T-Mobile, right? I logged online, and I can see, how you can see the text messages, like it printed up.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, please tell me you didn't do that.
I didn't know that, but
Bro, my boys hurt. I'm like, I know she's doing something, but I just couldn't catch her. I know she did. Boy, I pulled up to like she was hanging out, pulled up so fast, bro. You should have seen her face, bro. When I knocked on the door, she seen what it was. She's like, "How you?" I said, "Yeah, hey." That's
Man,
crazy.
Putting cases on all you.
You swing on the dude?
He shed a tear.
Oh, you
Nah,
swing.
I don't know. See, the quiet people, I'm nice, but when I'm mad, it's something I can't control it, bro. So the dude was in there and he was about to leave. I was like, nah, nigga, you stay too.
Oh, you done turned into somebody's baby mama.
Boy, I act like totally
Preston
different.
came in here and be like, hey, so this is what we
Hey.
doing.
That boy
So
Preston
this is
there
what
turned
we
to Tay
do.
Diggs, boy. We about to celebrate. What the boys?
That's
Oh
hilarious.
my goodness. That's crazy.
Hey, Darian.
Okay.
Talking about me.
I don't know the word, man.
Well, try to explain.
I need laughter, love,
He said
Two
what?
things.
and
Two
peace.
things. Three
And
things.
peace.
Okay. Those are three things
Yeah.
you need.
That's fine. He can go with 3 things. A lot of people.
Nah, y'all just got on
Nah,
me.
'cause, I mean,
Y'all just got on me. Y'all told me one thing.
I mean, well, you really
Preston,
can't
you didn't
filter.
have anything.
I said two, so
You can't
Preston,
really
you didn't
filter
have
it down,
anything.
man. It's tricky because I think it's not just one. It's not, man. It's just,
I said,
and even then, that's not even
I
all.
mean-
That's not, huh?
I'm kind of saying that, like, the thing that you fiend, like, I know if you're in a relationship, like,
it's
you know,
like
you
top
fiend
priority.
like one thing,
Top
like,
priority.
like if you feel like you're not getting that, it's irking your nerves.
laughter. Darren, we said laughter.
I'm allowed regardless, brother. I'm allowed regardless. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna say laughter then, man.
Y'all just being there all day laughing.
I mean, we have our moments. We have
Nothing wrong with that.
we have our moments.
That's a fun relationship.
Yeah, man. That's the reason why. That's the reason why it's going, man. I ain't see this. I can tell you that. I ain't see this.
Oh, we
But-
know.
But you know, it goes, man, and it's still going, and it's gonna keep on going, man. So,
Hey,
I like it.
Blake, it's your turn, brother.
All
yeah.
right.
Let me swipe over because I ain't got them on screen right now. Let's go.
All right. I need, I would say, like, companionship. So, like, I need somebody to be there for me and have my back as much as I have their back, and, like, make sure that it's kind of like, you know, known. Don't, like, hide that too much, because if I don't see it or if I don't hear it from somebody, then I'm not even gonna, you know, I'm not gonna make. I mean, like, my mom would not, like, let me see it. So I kind of just need companionship. That's pretty much it. And Preston, that is I didn't need that.
kind of got soft there on me.
Ain't that
I know.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what I need.
Ryan, you know you muted.
Oh, yeah.
So there ain't no chocolate on the packet.
Oh,
On that cookie. No, I'm
There.
talking about on the packet.
yeah, you know
there.
you're not muted.
Say what? Oh yeah. My fault.
Oh,
So
never mind.
chocolate milk is not on the packet.
You know she allergic, right? You know she allergic. Don't give her that. Don't give her. No goddamn.
I was tripping, man. My fault.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so my next question will be: do you all believe in, like, compatibility with zodiac signs?
Yeah.
Nah.
To a certain degree.
Have you ever, like, came across a girl and her sign just did not work for you?
I ain't never looked into all that.
Yeah, I don't ever read them to actually investigate. So
Because they have like 8 qualities. Of course, like 2 of them gonna be what you got. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
some of them aren't compatible with each other if you read up on it. So I was just wondering. That's why I asked you if you believe in it.
Which
but
ones
it's a
don't
mind
match?
thing. It's a mind thing too.
since you read on them so much, do you you know what question you asked?
Okay, so when I found out, when I found out about it, I started reading up on it, and back then I kind of like paid. I mean, well, I took a little bit of time to think about it, and some of the women that I were talking to, we didn't work out, and they were certain signs that I didn't just work out with. Like, I don't work out with I think it's like Virgos or something like that. And bro, I had some bad times, really bad times. So I was just wondering if you all believed in it, but if not, then this is gonna be a short segment. Trust me.
I believe in it though, Blake. So, because I actually read the zodiac signs and stuff like that, because I'm a Libra and we're about balance,
But
the scale. So,
yeah.
Then I'm a Libra too.
He just found something out.
yes, Ryan, you are, because your birthday is in October.
Right next door. It's right next door.
Like right beside me, Ryan. Come on,
Right next door.
Like, I really
And it's just so, Darian. You said you didn't believe in it though. What about you, John? What'd you say?
Nah.
All right. Send me. Matter of fact, send me your signs later, and your girls, and I'll tell y'all later.
So it's never a.
Well, I don't go as deep as the like moons and stuff like that, but I do
No, I
go
don't
to
know
just
about
the
that
signs and stuff.
Don't let me find out
Yeah.
I got moon rings. Y'all got moon rings?
No,
No, man.
I know.
They got moon rings.
It just tells you what
Y'all lying.
what Libra men or Libra women or Aquarius
Yeah.
women and Aquarius men match up best with based off the qualities that they have or they like about themselves. So have y'all ever read your own zodiac sign?
Yeah. I mean, I know.
You know what? I've never read them due to the fact that it's one of them things like, okay, what if it is true? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to dictate my relationship.
You don't want to chance it.
That's
The thing is though, like I feel like y'all have to be compatible with y'all relationship. In my eyes, from my eyes only.
So what if I start reading them and then I start to panic and then everything go down here? What happens?
You need to calm the fuck down
Brother,
and go back to how it was.
First, all I would say is don't read hers. Read yours first, and then tell me how true it is about yourself.
I do.
Ryan, Ryan just found out, huh?
I mean,
kinda.
Ryan, read the Libra one, and then tell me how true it is about yourself.
I used to see them in the newspaper when I was looking for myself in the paper for scoring 2 points.
So anyway, yeah, I know I'm not compatible with a
That was
Taurus.
in high school.
I know I'm not compatible with a Taurus.
What's your sign, John?
Mine is Leo.
So Blake, which ones don't match? Like, what's the most toxic combination?
You gotta look
think
that
it's-
up.
Yeah,
think it's
I got
he did. I
the
don't think he
chart
wrote
right
that.
in front of me.
You gotta look that up.
We're just gonna look it up, Ryan.
I was about to say with me, I think it's Virgo. I think it's like I remember I read one and it was legit like 5%.
I can look it up real fast.
compatibility.
You want me to?
Which one is there?
I mean, you don't have to. It's really deep and hard, but okay.
Look up Libra. Let's see which one is the most.
Ryan,
Yeah, just
you look
help
up Libra,
Ryan out.
and you
Let's
read
educate
yours.
Ryan a
Read
little
yours yourself, man.
It says the most toxic zodiac signs are a Aries and a Taurus, a Cancer and a Sagittarius, a Leo and a Scorpio, a Cancer and an Aquarius, a Scorpio
Yeah.
and an Aries, a Taurus and a Sagittarius, and a Libra and a Scorpio. They said those are the most toxic together.
Scorpio.
Like I said,
So since you're into it, Dejuan,
and Blake.
I mean, yeah, but you talk like you was deep into it. That's why I asked you.
Don't sing me out.
Wow.
So let's just use Libra for example.
Ryan said, "Wow, wait a minute, hold on,
Gemini.
Ryan, what did you just read to say wow to?"
He said Libra and Scorpio don't match.
Oh, and that's
Is that you and Tori?
Yeah.
Say you're ruining relationships already.
Hey, bro,
Say
I don't.
you're ruining relationships already.
Hey,
It said don't match or like.
No,
You got some-
it's a Libra.
Go ahead, John.
It's a Libra and you say Scorpio. It say worth the try. So it don't say don't match. It say worth the try. So it means
And mine don't match, and mine is my wife, so whatever. Like I was saying, does gender matter?
It does. It makes a big
Yes.
difference.
So I have a question. So I don't know what is compatible and ain't compatible. But let's just say you take a Leo and a Libra.
Good book.
So male and female, you telling me that they could,
Look at that chair.
if it was male and male, they could not.
It's a bar stool, Preston. Shut up.
I didn't go this far.
So
This,
Oh wow, he
this
has
is
a
the book
thing, man.
right here. It will tell y'all.
The reason why?
First of all, it's Linda Goodman's Love Signs. It'll tell you the most compatible, who's not compatible, and about each sign.
So just out of curiosity, did you use that book?
I have looked at it, yes.
No, I'm
No.
talking about in your, in, you know what you got going on. Did you use that book?
Darren
No,
does
but
like this.
I didn't use the book, but
Was it a good leeway to?
but to me, yes, because I believe in it.
So if you have a Tinder set up in your description, you're going to say, I'm a Libra. I don't want to entertain these videos.
Ryan, I guess that would be a personal question, but no, I wouldn't put that. Me personally,
How much you believe?
I looked it up because I was wondering why certain people wasn't working with me. So when I came in, like when I was introduced by it, so I just started looking up like my tendencies and stuff like that, and to see if it was like kind of like me, like if that was me. And when I did, it was, and the people that I was, encountered with, they didn't work out because they had the things that they were saying was going to go wrong.
How old was you, Blake?
It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe more. I don't remember for sure, but I don't use it as like. I mean, I'll still try, but
All I know is I'm gonna look y'all stuff up and I'm gonna let you know about it later.
All right.
Hard pass this way, sir.
Nope, I'm sending it to you. I'm sending it to you, big dog.
Yeah, hard pass this way. That's amazing.
No one gonna stop me. Is that all you had for us, Blake?
Am I running over?
Yeah. I'm just saying it's been an hour so far. So
If you want to say one more thing, I can not say my two. I can only say one.
Nah, go ahead, Preston. I have one more question, but it's cool.
I'm just saying, it's up to y'all. And we shooting for an hour time frame now.
Hey, last word, last chance.
We can just edit out our blue pill, red pill discussion.
Nah, we edit out your part.
Really, we can the argument at least, like the dragging on.
Yeah.
All right. So, my topic for today: should more top-ranked 5-star Black or African American recruits go to HBCU schools? Anybody can start off.
What's the benefit of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what's the goal?
So, like, predominantly white schools, they're not helping the Black community, right? They predominantly white, founded by white. So, if we're trying to make a change, especially today, I think they should. Like Deion Sanders, he just got a job at Jackson State, right?
Yeah.
So I know predominantly white schools like Ohio State and stuff, they spoil the top recruits. Like they get all the gear, travel, and everything. But it's gonna take one class to sacrifice so the other people can eat. So that way, in Jackson State, once they get like the top talent, then their school will build, and then they get more money, and then the team will have more gear, travel, and just be like a top D1 school. So it takes one or two recruiting classes to make that sacrifice, because like I said, what's going on now, and then if we think about the whole scope of it, we're not really helping the situation if we keep going to these predominantly white schools that don't really care about us, just about us on the field and stuff?
It me personally, it might depend on the time frame of when a guy wants to stay. Basketball, I just don't believe it's going to work. Like I don't see where the goal is, and if the G League is going to offer these 5-star recruits contracts to come out of high school to play, then I don't think for a 5-star athlete that's going to work. So you might be looking at maybe a high 4 for basketball. Football, the exposure is not going to be as good, regardless of how many guys go to. Let's just use Jackson State. No, I mean we use Jackson State. It's the narrative is not going to be, oh, he played with the top competition, and he's good, but how good is he? Because we didn't see him with this top competition. I mean, I see what you're saying, and I think they should, but at the same time, you just won't have that wave.
Okay.
You won't be ranked as high because you didn't play against the best.
Okay, so all the top recruits, right? They start going to all these different HBCUs. Now the HBCU conference is as good as the top D1 conferences because all of them going to. If you think about it, everybody go to Alabama. Most of them, half of them black. Say all the top talent that's black that go to all these HBCU schools, they won't be as good as Alabama or Clemson.
They're not going to be able to register that much money. I mean, if that was possible, if it was possible, I'm just shooting it to you straight, man. Because if that was the case, then more guys would be going now.
What you mean money?
Huh?
What you mean money?
The money that schools register to come in. Like if Jackson State played Alabama, they would register more money for their school due to the fact that they played a bigger school. They need that because they don't have the money for that. Like their regular attendance is not going to make up the money.
But are you saying it's hard for the kids? Like it's hard for them to get to the school?
I'm not saying it's hard for. I'm just saying like the money that's being brought into the school is not going to match the money from a D1 school.
That's why it takes one or two recruiting classes, because once they start going to all the games, once they start being good for a while, everybody want to go to the game. So everybody goes to the games. They sell out for like 2 years. They build a bigger stadium. Then it all is in following order.
I don't think it's that easy.
That stadium ain't getting the money, the funding.
No,
because
I'm not saying like 1 year. I'm saying like down the future. That's the big picture.
That's
like a 5 to 10 year thing.
No, I'm just saying like it don't have to be. I don't know a time frame. I'm just saying. But wouldn't that be reality if all those people start going, and then the more people go, the bigger it gets?
You still, but it's kind of like you're waiting for that process to happen. I mean,
it's happening now though.
You bringing in a big name coach, that don't necessarily mean a whole bunch of players gonna be running through there. I mean, you got to think about.
It's already been two or three that decommitted from D1 though.
That's 2 or 3. That's not as many as how many get recruited in it. Never mind.
I get he's basically saying that it's going to take time. So I mean, I see where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, it is hard to ask somebody to, sacrifice their career that they're looking for to go to a smaller school to make their run a little harder than what it's going to be to get into the league.
And plus, schools are limited to the out-of-state scholarships they can give. You gotta really have some in-state guys to try to pull that off. You're not gonna be able to bring all those guys in if you even wanted to. Just because 2 or 3 did it, that don't mean a flock is gonna do. You got a whole bunch of athletes that can play. Now I get it, but at the same time, you're just not gonna be. It's not. I just don't see it. I couldn't see it happening. I just don't see it.
Okay, question. If Nick Saban goes to another school, he gets the same people. What's the difference?
What school?
It's really not. It's not really it's the coach too, but at the same time, it's also the name. The school name is a brand. Roy Williams could leave Carolina. It's guys are still going to go to Carolina depending on how they recruit. That's not going to change anything.
Yeah.
I mean, just because a coach leaves, it's not going to change it. It's not going to change the narrative.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said should they go. So if let's just say,
let me ask you this, Preston. Let's say Roy Williams went to Belmont Abbey, and Belmont Abbey and Carolina recruiting you. Where you going?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. We gotta change their mindset. That's what I'm saying. Like, should they go?
But
I'm not saying it's gonna happen or like
that's
everybody
changing the whole. That's more than a mindset. You changing the culture of recruiting.
There's got to be a goal. If your goal is to I'm doing this for me, I'm doing it for the black culture, then cool.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you're doing it to make it to the league, it's not going to happen. Yeah,
it's going to be really hard.
It could, but you're when it comes to like if you're doing this just if you know how good of a player you are, you're a 5-star recruit. You think you're gonna get drafted in the top 5? That's money. That's different.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter about getting drafted.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What is your goal?
But if you playing for Deion Sanders, right? He know people in the league. Like he can say, you know how many times people that went top 5 and didn't pan out, and somebody from the 4th round been a star. Your draft day, like long as you got film, bro. Long as you got film.
Russell Wilson.
But that
don't matter.
If that was the case, then I mean it would be happening now. So I mean it's because you still got guys that's good and 5-star. Sometimes they don't make a D1 due to the fact that their grades went up there.
Yeah.
So we don't really know what capability they have. All I'm saying is if I got a guy that's going to Jackson State, he's just as good as this running back from Alabama. I'm going to pick the guy from Alabama first before Jackson State, regardless of anything. See, most of those guys that be in schools like that, they have more rushing yards than a D1 guy, but they're not going to get picked over him because the level of competition is just not there.
It's like McCaffrey and Kamara.
It's not going to matter if a 5-star recruit goes to the school. If he's dominating, they're going to say, okay, that competition level was not up to par.
Yeah, big fish, small pond.
He's not going to.
Okay,
we don't want to take that chance.
Let's see how it plans out with basketball because 5-star, he go to Howard now.
I mean,
I don't think
basketball is different when it comes to competition, though. I mean,
he can make it.
But I don't think it matters about talent. If you a coach, I heard a lot of podcasts, how a lot of NFL people talk about like if talent, go find talent. If you're talented, say if you in Jackson State, you doing spins and all these rushing for 100 yards plus every game, they're not gonna pick you up. They're not gonna look. No matter,
they're gonna look, but you're not gonna set yourself in a situation as if you were doing that same thing at Alabama. I could be like
they do for A&T.
I understand.
They want to play for the Browns or the Bears.
Yeah, it's talent.
Yeah,
I understand that. And he went second round.
Mm-hmm.
If he had that same production at Alabama, he would have went first.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
It's pretty much said like that's
just what it is.
Okay. No. Okay. Who the wide receiver from Alabama? Some of the wide receivers they go second round too from Alabama. Don't do that because they be balling out.
I'm just saying if he had that same production like he had at A&T, that up his chances of getting drafted higher.
But okay, you're not hearing what I'm saying though either. The dude from Alabama, they balled out and they went second and third round too though.
Who I'm saying, I'm who you talking about.
But you're not taking what I'm saying. Tariq Cohen had that production at A&T, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing what you're saying too. I'm fighting your answer too though.
But I can't speak for the guys at Alabama who did that. Yeah, they was balling out, but it's all about position, what you need, and everything when it comes to that. But at the same time, okay, yeah, they balled out at Alabama. They did their stats at West Carolina. I'm pretty sure they would have doubled that going to A&T with Tariq Cohen. What I'm saying, if Tariq Cohen would have had that same production he did at A&T at Alabama, he would have got drafted higher.
You can't say that because they look, like you said, they look at ability. They look at Russell Wilson. A lot of teams passed up on Russell Wilson because he was short, right? They didn't believe in him. No matter, he played at D1. He played at NC State.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Look, he balled out, didn't he?
You didn't hear about him at NC State, John.
But at the same time, I get what you're saying. Nobody knew he was going to be this good. But at the same time, had he been 6'3", he would have been drafted earlier.
You can't say if. You can't say if.
No, I'm just saying it.
So, Preston.
But you think if he would have went to but I'm saying, like you said, people passed him up, and he went where? To Wisconsin, right?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, if he would have went to A&T, would you think he would have got drafted at all?
If you put in the numbers, yes.
No.
Already getting passed.
Okay.
Up.
It's a dude from North Dakota State. Have y'all heard of North Dakota State?
Yeah, Trey Lance.
Okay, he balling out. Who he playing against? Okay,
and just with that conversation,
North Dakota State been undefeated for like a while, or they
and nobody really talk. Yeah,
so
exactly.
They dominate. Like
he's been on draft boards the whole time, and you know he didn't throw any interceptions, but they had to play on live TV this year just so he can prove himself to the scouts.
Exactly, though. But
it's at the same time,
so Darren is saying he wouldn't get that exposure being at that school, and what Preston is trying to say that there's still a chance if they played the same way at a D3 school or D2 school.
But tell me this. This man threw I think he threw 27 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. That would automatically tell me, okay, he might be good to be the number 1 pick, but he is not projected to be the number 1 pick because what's my man name from Clemson is. If Trey Lance was at Clemson,
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. If Trey Lance was at Clemson, put up them same numbers, he would be hands down number 1 pick. It's a difference, dude. That's all I'm just saying.
Yep. No, it is a difference.
Now once all these recruits go to these black schools and they start playing these D1 schools, they get a chance to prove themselves, right? They play against the same competition.
You're doing a whole bunch of rearranging. That's
what my question was about, though.
But that's not you can't just say, okay, just because you're going to Jackson State, we're gonna play Alabama this year. Dude, that takes years of scheduling and everything.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, Darian. I'm saying I ain't talking about right now.
No, when it comes to money and everything, nobody gonna have the money for that, dude. Your top recruits gonna call scholarships. Nobody's gonna have that.
You talking about right now, though. I'm talking about like maybe other people.
Out of 10 years.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying right now.
Bro, I don't.
Nobody is going to transition like that in 10 years without that money coming in.
I say the shift should start, but I don't think it should just be like a great migration of like talented black athletes going to HBCUs.
Bro,
it wouldn't be, bro. Even just like Darren said earlier, it's a brand. So if some of them decided to go to HBCU or Howard or Winston-Salem State, Fayetteville State, a lot of them are still going to go to these other big schools. You only got, the preseason, first couple games of the year to play a D1 school? Because we did it at Pfeiffer when we played NC State. You only got one game. It's not like 2 games, maybe. Unless you're that school in Hawaii.
And how many 5-star athletes are there even in the country? It's not even that much. So you're talking about pulling at least 2 or 3 guys from a school that they decommitted from and putting them here. If you're going to do what you do, how many HBCUs are there? A lot, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know how many 5-star they give out, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be enough to cover all those schools over time.
I think you're talking about big talent, not just 5-stars.
But 5 stars they don't come by the hundreds. Mm-hmm. So
I know he's just let 5-star go. He's talking about just big recruits, like just big names.
But I'm saying though, you're gonna have all these. If you do that, you're gonna have all these guys sprouted out. All these guys sprouted out. You're not gonna have that's not still bringing in the money for it. That's not gonna bring in the money for it.
HBCUs definitely need money.
So
so how equipment, any facilities?
Yes. How they get money? By sports, right?
No, not necessarily. Yeah. I mean, how much money does sports bring it to colleges? Like,
did John say boosters?
Boosters?
Yeah, they sports bringing the money. So if they sports be good, then they get more fans. People start going to the games. That can
So
make money.
you relying on 2 or 3 guys a year to
No.
make your team good.
No, man, I didn't say
How
2 or
much?
3.
How much does football contribute to like colleges now? Like, what's that number? Like, what percentage wise?
That's why they wanted college football playing, Ryan, and college basketball. Without that, they school won't make no money.
I know, but like,
I don't know the
what's
number.
behind it.
A lot, like millions of dollars, right?
Man,
But like, what's the percentage? Like, because like Harvard doesn't have a good program, but they have a lot of money. So
Because they alumni.
They have other sport teams too, though.
Yeah, and they alumni. That's money school. Like, they family.
I know sports brings in money, but you got to like figure out like, all right, does sports really bring in money, or what other avenues, like what other sources of revenue do HBCUs?
I can assure you, Ryan, your sports team is bringing in the majority of money for the school.
People go to North Carolina if they don't even play sport. They go to North Carolina because they go see the next people that are being the pros. Like, oh, I'm gonna go there because it's a good school because of the sports. Say if, like you said, say if Belmont Abbey has the #1 medical school, whatever. If you get a letter from Belmont Abbey just saying in North Carolina, 9 times out of 10 you'll go to North Carolina.
Yeah, because I'm saying like UNC has like other things than sports, so HBCUs need that too, like not just sports. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a good thing that recruits are going, but you also need other things to like bring in like more, I guess, bodies. You need more.
No, HBCU, the education is good though.
Oh, so this is what I'm gonna say on the top.
Tell them alumni from HCVU.
What?
So right.
So I'm gonna say if you're trying to get to the league with this scenario that you're playing, if you're trying to get to the league, I think it's a terrible idea. Just keep it in the book.
I agree.
Terrible idea. If you're just trying to do it for the culture, like you don't plan on going to the league after you graduate, you're gonna get your degree, go work like to the workforce. That's all fine and dandy. If you're trying to make it to the league, I think that is an awful idea. I mean, because like,
okay,
I don't know. I don't think it's awful though.
I think it's awful.
Blake,
because
you telling Blake
It's not a smart
Georgia Tech is
investment.
recruiting you, and you trying to go to the league. You telling me you gonna choose
I didn't
a
say that.
historical black
I don't think
university
it's
and college?
I don't think it's an awful idea because at the end of the day, you can still have a great pro day, or you can still, you know what I'm saying, you can still have great workouts and stuff like
But
that.
how do you get that exposure?
There's too much.
Well, if you're gonna put up numbers, okay, so if we use 5-star, if you're 5-star, you're gonna put up the numbers to get a little bit of exposure to get.
And that reverts back to exactly what Darian said earlier. It's because you're at that school. It's not gonna.
What school did Randy Moss go to?
They might.
What school did Randy Moss go
on
to?
you. I'm still gonna say
I
they
have no
might.
idea.
Exactly.
He went to Marshall.
Well, he went to Marshall.
He went to Marshall.
Okay, what school did Damon Lillard go to?
Bro, I'm not saying what you're saying.
I know the school. Can't think of the school.
He went to Weaver State.
Weaver State, yeah.
There we
I'm
go.
not saying what you're saying is not.
Cleveland State.
I'm with you. I'm just saying you're pointing out people and things, but if you put them in better schools, they're getting drafted sooner. Like that's
yeah,
of course.
Okay, I get what you're saying. My closing thing is I'm gonna be the person. I'm trying to change that narrative for us. Like, we don't have to go to these schools that use you. I'm trying to change the narrative. That's all I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, I'll put it like this then. I'll put it like this. You're trying to change the narrative, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put you. Let's say you just now signed yesterday. You going to Howard?
No. I'm the dean, whatever, and I'm recruiting you.
Okay. Well, no, we just don't, because it's hypothetical. Okay, let's say Ryan just not signed to Howard. Okay. My 4 years there, I hoop out. Well, however long I stay. Okay. I'm not gonna get picked as high, but I'm still putting on the coach. I'm telling this guy, hey man, I got drafted here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you want to follow that same path, you know what I'm saying? I set this guy like, you want to follow the same path, you know what I'm saying? Get your exposure, boom, do that, yada yada yada, blaze up, whatever you do. He might get drafted a little bit higher than you. Are you gonna feel some type of way, or do you think you did what was best for the culture? He makes more money than you. But at the same time, are you happy for him? Do you feel like you established something, or do you feel some type of way now that you did this, but now I'm not making as much as he is now?
I see your point on that when about that. Yeah, the dude should have went to. But I'm okay. Me now, I see your point. Like Deion Sanders. Say if I'm a black dude, LeBron James. How he in the? All right, I'm LeBron James now. Now I work at Winston-Salem State, whatever. So I'm gonna say to my recruit, I'm gonna put you in front of these scouts. It will be scouts at practice. I'm gonna have film for you. I know the NBA guys. I've been in the league. I know them. It's all about talent. So you looked up to me. I saw LeBron James play. So I got recruits. It's about you. It's about you. At the end of the day, it's about
But
you.
You really can't. But then at that time, you're relying on others to dictate
The outcome.
your outcome.
The outcome of your
Well,
career.
I also think is a factor if like now your platform too. So like if you're somebody like if LeBron James Jr. goes to a HBCU, I feel like he still will get exposure though.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
But that's
He's
minimal,
gonna get
man.
exposure.
It's not a lot of people out there like that.
That's why we
one.
But he's saying it for right now. He's saying that people should put him on the map so that they can get big enough to
But
get that.
that's I don't have that kind of leeway as being LeBron James' son. I could go, but I'm probably not going to get as much shine as LeBron James' son would. That don't dictate my future. You're relying on others to kind of dictate your outcome.
Yeah, you
So
can't compare. You can't take a LeBron James son and then compare
Yeah,
him to
you can't take
a
Bronny
regular
and his
player
big
at a HBCU school.
Because for one, let's just say I am better, but let's just say I am better due to what I show in my highlights in high school. If I go and my peak is not up there where Bronny left it at, I'm gonna start falling just due to the fact of he set the bar so high being at this HBCU. Now I ain't even reached that bar. Now my stock is dropping.
I can say for basketball it's easier because with basketball you can ball out. You don't have to like you can go to the league no matter what division for basketball. I can say that, right? Because you can be 6'5" and doing everything for basketball.
But wouldn't you think you would have to do more than the person who showed up before you?
Not more because basketball is basketball. Not more because like I know I've seen a lot of people from like Duke and Kentucky that play 4 years and they still don't do nothing in the league. So it's a difference.
Just imagine playing that level of competition for 4 years. And how do you think that's going to correlate with someone coming from a?
I know from a personal because this dude on my team, he was good and he had scouts at his practice almost every other day. So
Where is he?
I don't know. They found the talent. It's crazy. If you're a baller, you're a baller for basketball.
I just think you got to do too much, man. You got to.
He's where?
All right, fellas, moving on. Let's go and close this thing out because it's been about an hour and a half now. It's a lot to edit with no music
I recorded it. I just
or intro.
We gotta make sure the recording works.
I'm in on this. From everybody say who you think NFL champions will be. Dejuan.
I'm gonna say the Kansas City Chiefs again.
Chiefs. Darian.
Come back to me.
Ryan.
Come back to me.
It don't have to be right. John.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's still.
We already know.
I'm Kansas City all day, so whatever.
Blake.
LA Rams, baby. Let's do it.
Wow.
Rams, man.
I'm gonna say the Ravens.
The dog pissed
Playing pretty good, bro.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens too.
All right, and Ryan.
I'm gonna say the Seahawks.
Disrespect.
You could have came to the Rams, baby.
So we go see if our picks become right at the end. Thank everybody for coming out, showing a good time. We had a great talk today, great discussion. All right, we gonna be back in 2 weeks, 2 Tuesdays from now. Any closing words, remarks?
First take.
I just want to let y'all know in 2 weeks, 2 Tuesdays from now, we'll be back.
Just had it on auto repeat.